Hey y'all, it's me, Lynn Danielle Treasure, coming to you today from my glamour bathroom. So yeah, it's the middle of the week and I wasn't going to make a video, but I decided, why not just stop, take a few minutes in the busy day, flyways, and make a video just to say, hi y'all, my week is going well, it's busy, but hey, every week is busy. So I just want to touch base with you all. So what have I been doing? Well, talked to mommy daughter today. You know, that's my daughter who just had the baby. My grandson will be 3 weeks old tomorrow, 21 days, and he's doing quite well, growing, and sleeping and eating and growing. So mommy and baby are just fine. My youngest daughter is back in the routine of her life, and she's a yoga instructor, so she's now certified to teach yoga, and she's finishing up her nutrition study so she can be a certified so I'm just very grateful. I just think back to when I was a young mom, and talking to my mommy daughter makes me feel like I was just so inadequate as a mom, but I feel like I did such an okay job with my girls. And as a mommy, they had mommy and daddy, but my mommy daughter sounds like she knows so much more than I was even aware of. And back then, I used a lot of the mommy wit and what the old wives would say, and I didn't read books and have all the book smarts about mothering, parenting, but I think it's good to have a combination of both. It's good to have the wisdom of experience from, tried and true methods of parenting and raising children. But it's also good to have some of the book smarts about it and what the research has shown. But you have to be careful of who you're listening to, because the experts can make the statistics say whatever, you know. So yeah, you do have to use a lot of wit and wisdom when raising children. And that brings me to an article I was reading on Yahoo earlier today. The article had mentioned that the achievement gap between African American males and their white counterparts is still increasing. That African American males in 4th grade and 8th grade are still very low, like in the teens percentage wise of achieving in reading and in math. The numbers are very low, and it's disheartening. They're looking at what could be the real reason behind this lag. Is it poverty? Is poverty the sole main thrust behind why African American males are not learning? And some of the experts are now agreeing and speaking that they believe that it's more cultural than economic, and they're looking at the cultural expectation norms and the parenting skills, the parenting approach for raising African American males affects them. And so, it's tough being a parent. It's tough parenting, and we know that. And as a teacher, I see parents who really are trying their darndest to raise their children, with some tradition, with some morals and all. But I think parents, it's okay to ask for help. If you feel like you need some help raising your kids, if you need the school counselor or parent as teachers program, or some of the social workers that are available at the different schools, or even the churches. A lot of the churches and religious organizations offer parenting classes and interventions for troubled youth and all. So do whatever you have to do, parent, to stay involved with and nurture your child. Don't give up on them in middle school. Middle school years, the kids go through that ugly phase, some of them, where their behavior, they're trying to figure out who they are, and they act like they don't like their parents, or they don't want or need their parents. They get ugly. They challenge you. Some of them want to talk back or challenge go toe to toe with you. I deal with it. And you just have to firmly say it to them. You don't have to yell at them, whatever your style is. But, I often tell my kids I shouldn't have to yell at you. You hear me, you hear the request, you hear what the expectation is. Now you show some maturity and you do it. So, I mean, I'm preaching to you. But I don't mean to preach to you. But I am concerned because I see it. I see it daily. So parents, if you need help raising your kids, if you come across something you don't quite understand, it's okay to ask for help because it's out there. And hopefully the achievement gap will close. And hopefully the schools will look at their approach towards educating and, look at really what they're doing with this underserved population and see if something works, like all male schools. The things that do work, use them, and don't find loopholes and say, oh, that's unconstitutional. And so if there is a way for the different charter schools to have schools for gender specific educational programs, then let them be. If they're scientifically based educational interventions, use them. Alright, so what else can I talk about? Enough preaching, enough school stuff. Our concert is coming up Thursday, December 16th at Powell Hall in St. Louis. And the St. Louis in Unison Chorus will be singing. Phipps has this, I think he's a baritone. His voice is just phenomenal, amazing, spectacular, emotive, just booming like flowing river. He's a beautiful singer. So yeah, check us out. Check us out. I love the chorus that I am a part of. We commit a lot of time and effort and energy, and I am with an amazing group of musicians. Amazing group. I'm very blessed and fortunate to be a part of the St. Louis Symphony and Unison Chorus. So if y'all get a chance to come to our concert, tickets are available. So call St. Louis Symphony at Powell Hall and find out about those seats for the concerts. All right, y'all. Well, I think that's it. I don't have much to say. Be blessed. Remember, thumbs up, rate. That's the rating, isn't it? Thumbs up. Leave a comment. That's it, you all.